Hey, it's the Midnight Raven, and today we are filming from my bedroom for a change, so hopefully the lighting will keep cooperating. Today we are looking at bag number 3 in my Tiger Bag series, and today we are looking at the For Kids bag. So recently I did 2 other bags in this series, and they were both for adults and teens, and now we are looking at the kids boxes or bags. I think I have 3 of these or 2 of these, and we're going to compare them in like a series. We're going to do one after the other. So the next 2 or 3 videos you'll see will be for kids bags. The previous 2, like I said, were for adults and teens. That was bag 1 and 2, and this is bag 3. So these are £3 bags. You can get them from most Tiger stores. I wouldn't say all Tiger stores, and they don't always have them. It's hit and miss if you go in the store if they actually have any. Sometimes they have these £3 bags, sometimes they have the £5 bags, which are bigger and generally heavier items. This one is for kids, so we get £3 worth of value, generally 3 items, sometimes more, depending on what you're getting in there. They can be hit and miss. All you get is the little window for the little sneak peek and the little description at the top to tell you it's for kids. There are 3 different types of bags for adults and teens, for kids and for everyone, and I have some of each to show you, but today is the kids bag. So we're going to take a look and see what we got. If you want to see the adults and teens bags, I will link them down below. They were bag 1 and 2, and honestly they weren't too bad of bags. You did get your £3 worth of value, you just may not get items you wanted. That's the surprise bag problem. You never get anything you want. So let's take a look at item number 1 for kids. So for kids we have pegs with radishes, avocados and carrots. Now what could kids use pegs for would be the question. What made them think this was a kiddie item? Yeah, let me see. It definitely says for kiddies. So pegs for kids. I'm not sure what you could use these for. Comment down below, what would kids use pegs for? But as you can see, you've got carrots, avocados, I think that's an avocado, and a radish. Any idea? Comment down below. What would kids use pegs for? They're nice, but I don't know what a kid would use a peg for. Okay. Okay. Knitting needle pointers. So these have been in the last 2 bags. If you haven't watched the previous 2, link in the description. These are to go on the ends of knitting needles. Now I don't see why a kid would need these, but some kids, you can get kid knitting needles. But it would be a very specific child to have bought this bag to need these. So they are kind of cute with the little pandas, and I did open them in a previous video. I'm going to leave these ones sealed. But I don't think that's a really kid thing. I think the clutching at straws with this one to be kid orientated. Okay, what else have we got in here? What's this one? Foam brushes. Now this could be kid orientated. You could use this for painting and doing little weird little painting things. So you got the different shapes and that, so you could use them to paint with and it'd be kind of fun. Remembering they're obviously foam, so maybe choose one colour for each brush and that would be it. Again, I'm not sure it's really kids thing, but £3 worth of value already. Okay, we need something that's more kiddish. Another one of these. I can see where they're going for it being a kid, but it's the 3rd one I've got now in 3 bags. So if you're buying multiple bags, you need to be so careful that you might just end up with the same items apparently. Another sharpener, different holes in there. I was hoping for something more kiddish, and honestly it just seems like the same stuff. Kind of disappointed. Okay, what's this one? Okay, we've got Scum Vokes Light Clay. So we've got clay, so that's kind of kiddish, and it's in, I want to say grey. It's in grey. So obviously with clay, you make something, then you put it in your oven and you can harden it. Obviously you only got one colour, so I don't know what you'd be making with it. But you've got grey clay, so I guess you could make something with it. And then you put it in your oven and it hardens. Or if you have a kiln, like how many people have a kiln, but you stick it in your oven and it hardens. And you can make like an animal, say maybe a rhino with clay in grey. Make a little tiny rhino and then put it in your oven and, you know, blast it so it stays together, maybe. Try to think of another great animal. You can make an elephant, maybe. Oh, and here we have some more paper binders, but they're not hearts this time. No, they're like little palm leaves. So these paper binders are palm leaves. Like I said before, if you don't know what paper binders are, they're basically little clips that you put through your paper to hold them together through the holes. But they are palm leaves, so we'll give them that. That is a different one. And that is the kiddie bag. I hate to say it, I'm disappointed. So the kiddie bag, you get the little binders. You get the clay, which, okay, is a kid thing. We can go for that. The throwing brushes, possibly a child. The needle pointers would be very specific for a child that does knitting. The pencil sharpener is kind of universal. Men, women, child, you know. And the pegs, I think they're cute for a child. I just don't know what they would use them for. Maybe to peg together their homework. Or maybe the colouring sheets they've done. Do I have the value of £3 here? Yes. You probably pay £1 for your pegs and £1 for the clay. And maybe £1 for the sharpener. Favourite item? Pushing it. Probably the pegs or the clay. If I'm honest, we've had these in both the adults bags, the knitting needles and the sharpener. We've had the binders technically, but they're obviously a different shape. We've had the foam brushes before, so in all honesty, my favourite items would probably be the clay and the pegs. And they're definitely worth £1 each, so the rest of the stuff, it does make a £3 value. Was this bag really for kids? Maybe 50-50. 50-50. I think half of the stuff was for kids and half of it was what you call fillers. So just the same items as the adults. Unless your kid does knit specifically. Or your kid is in high school, maybe the sharpener and maybe the pegs would come in handy at home for like pegging their colouring together or pegging something together. But yeah, it wasn't a bad bag. It wasn't great. It wasn't like a wow bag. I'm not like wowed by it, but it was for kids, mind you, and kids might have been wowed by it. But yeah, this is bag 1 in the kids bags, so that I think I've got either 1 or 2 more bags in kids, and then we will compare them and I will choose my favourite at the end. Like I said, there were 2 previous bags. They were both for adults and teens, and I did pick my favourite at that one, and I'm going to be picking my favourite at the kids bags once I have reviewed all the bags I have for kids. And then I have bags for everybody, which will be men, women, children, boys and girls, and hopefully they might have some different items in, because so far we have like 4 items that keep being repeated, so high hopes for the rest of the bags. Check me out on Instagram. I'm the Midnight Raven. I will put pictures on there of all these bags so you can admire them in all their glory. We did get £3 value, but I was a little disappointed it wasn't more kid orientated. And I will see you all very soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye guys.